rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions. Movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now let it taste so sweet. Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now. Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions. Movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now let it taste so sweet. Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now.
Good evening, lifers. Good evening, community. I am Coach Ruth, and welcome to 15 to Life, where we learn, grow, and serve for a peaceful life. In these next 15 minutes, I not only prepare you for your upcoming week, but for the rest of your life. How are you all doing? Hello, Cheryl. Let me give some shout outs real quick. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Auntie Helen. Hello, Harriet, Crystal, Yvonne Bowman. How are you all doing? Yes, if this is your first time here, if you're watching, especially if you're watching on my personal page, hey, Marquita, how are you? I'm loving the hair and I'm loving the color as well. So cute. I love it. I love it. Yes. Just go on, girl. Just coming into your own. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so if this is your first time here, make sure that you like the page, follow the page, and share the stream. Also, that's if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, hit that. I know it's a new you. I love it. I really do. I really, really love it. Yes, it's just like it brings a sassiness to you. I love it. Yes. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you give me that thumbs up button. Also, make sure that you subscribe. I'm still growing my YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook and you have not subscribed to the YouTube page, go over to the YouTube page after this and make sure you subscribe, and then also share the stream with someone else. Okay. Hello, Greta. How are you all doing? How you doing tonight? Yes. See, Marquita, you're getting all kind of compliments on your hair. All right. So you're going to have to send me a picture for those who don't know you, so that we can send me a before and after, like when your hair was like really long, and then send another one like how it looks now, so we can do a before and after so people can see the transformation. I love that. And you know what? And while I'm thinking about it, that goes for everybody. You can send me a couple pictures or something, a before and after. Maybe you did something at your home. Maybe you painted a room. Send me a before picture, how it looked, and then an after picture, how it looks now. Or I don't know, maybe you are eating better or something, and you can show me all the junk food you had before and now all the healthy stuff that you have now, whatever it might be. People are texting me. I'm sorry. And so I'd love to see some before and afters. I really, really would. Yes. Okay. So listen, guys. So many of you all know that 2 weeks ago, and it's hard to believe, it's already been 2 weeks since my son and I, Matthew, we were in Orlando, Florida we were vending at the Church of God in Christ, or the COGIC, Women's International Convention. And he was selling his shower steamers and I was selling my pillowcases. Now, y'all know me, so y'all know I got stories for days, right? And I don't even mean anything negative. I mean, y'all know I just got stories to tell of our experience. So I was talking to my sister, and I was like, what am I going to talk about tonight? Because again, even yesterday, Matt, and I'm still trying to recover from that long trip and driving and all that. And then on yesterday morning, I know I'm kind of rabbit trailing a little bit. Yesterday morning, Matt and I, we were up at 5 o'clock in the morning, left the house at 6 because we had to drive to Indianapolis because we were vending at an event in Indianapolis. And thankfully, it was just like a 3-hour event. So we were able to get back home by 5, but then I had to go to another event. So I didn't even come home. I just like picked up Michael Travis, and then we left and went to church for an event. So I'm still recovering. So I was like, what should I talk about tonight? And so I forgot what she said, but Tony, you remember exactly what you said. I know she's on here. And because I was trying to get her on, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. And so what I told her in response to what she said, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to talk about how we pay for what we want. And where I'm coming from, and I need for you all to understand that this is not an indictment on the women or anything like that were there, what they call the COGIC Mall. Not an indictment on them by any stretch of the imagination. But one of the things that I soon found out because, Matt and I, we had our little 10 by 10 booth. And then there were some booths that had like 6 things, like 6 booths right there together. Okay. Or 5 or whatever. So they were like humongous booths. And the women and everything was, you heard me say before, it was dresses, like fancy clothes, dresses, shoes, hats, humongous hats that I used to wear. Yes. And will still wear on Derby time or maybe a Mother's Day. Humongous hats, bold jewelry. They even had a booth that just sold pantyhose, right? And, some scarves or whatever, things of that nature. But the women came to buy. As a matter of fact, on that Sunday, Matt and I, we were running across the street because we were going to the CVS because he wanted some goggles. And we didn't want to drive. So we just it was one across the street from our hotel. So we were running across the street. And there was a lady that she saw us. And so she was like, I'm going to run with you guys. And so we were like, sure, come on. So we just got to talking naturally. And she was an attendee of the event to the conference. And we were talking about us being vendors. And she said yes. She said, when I come to, she said, that's where I buy all of my clothes. At this Kojic Mall. So we were like, oh, wow. And the women, when they came in that mall, they came to buy. And those clothes were not cheap. I'm talking about there was a booth in front of us, across from us on the other aisle, across the aisle. And the lady was so happy when she sold a suit for $699. Right. The man to the left of us, he actually made hats, and they were beautiful, beautiful hats. And so I just happened to ask him about this one hat that I saw that I thought was really nice. And I was like, well, how much would something like that run? And he was like $450. Like, this is what it is. When people would ask his son, they had necklaces as well. And somebody would say, well, how much is that necklace? And he was like, 120. They had, I don't know if you know the brand St. John, which is, it's a high-end brand. They're, describe that material. But anyway, like a jacket and a skirt, St. John is going to run $1,800. Okay. The man again next to me, he was making a hat while we were there. I asked his son, I said, when he finishes with that, I said, how much is he going to sell that hat for? And he said, oh, $850 at least. They came to buy. And buy they did. Again, no indictment on them, right? Because the bottom line is we pay for what we want. We can make excuses all day long. Why I can't do something, or why, something, it was not possible. But if it's something that we want to do, hey, Paula. And hello, Frederick McCall. Are you a first timer here? Welcome. Okay. But the bottom line is we pay for what we want. Some people looked at my pillowcases that was $20 and was like, oh no, $20. Now, mind you, I did have some people that made some big purchases of the pillowcases. You heard me say that, like large purchases, and didn't bat an eye and was like, I want 20 of them. Or I want 40 of this. Okay. But then there were other people that were like, oh, $20. Oh, I don't think I can fit that in my suitcase. And I'm like, it's a flat little thing. It's in a package. And then they're carrying all these bags of other stuff that they had just paid for. I'm trying to get my hands up so you can see. So, it's your sister Geneva. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Love it. Thank you for being on here. Geneva. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Welcome to our community. We call ourselves lifers because we're doing life together. So here's the point that I'm making in all of that, okay? Because I got like 5 minutes left. Here's the point that I'm making is that it's the same with everything else in your life. You pay for what you want. If you really want to write that book, you're going to do it and nothing is going to stop you. If you really want to, begin to eat better or whatever, lose 5 pounds or whatever, you'll do it and nothing will stop you from doing it. Those women came to buy, like I said, and buy they did. Because that's what they wanted to do. That's what they had already purposed in their heart to spend their money on. And that's okay. Because it's their money and they do what they want to do with it. But it's the same with our lives. You will do what you really want to do and nothing will stop you. I thought about, if y'all remember in the late 70s, probably, maybe early 80s, I want to say late 70s, the TV show Fame with Debbie Allen. Debbie Allen is one of those people that I would love to meet her. I think I know I've said that before, probably 10 times, that I would love to meet her. But I just love her passion for life. I love that she is a choreographer in a school she has for children, all the things. I just love her. But in the TV show Fame, in the very first episode, she is, she has the stick and she's talking to the dancers there. And some of them are prima donnas and, you got some from Harlem from the hood and all that. So they're all in this one room together and they all want to be famous and they're all, wanting to do the thing and be that person. And she talks to them and see, if I'd had time, if I was more prepared, I would have showed you the video, but I'm just going to read you real quick because I put it up and then I wrote it down real quick, what she says. And when it says the first word, you can put that in for whatever you want to do. This is what she says. She says, fame cost. And right here is where you start paying in sweat. I want to see sweat. And the better you are, the more sweat I'm going to demand. So if you never had to fight for anything in your life, put your gloves on and get ready for round 1. She said, fame costs. Maybe you want peace. Peace is going to cost you something. It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you sometimes shutting your mouth. It's going to cost you sometimes having to walk out of the room. It's going to cost you sometimes maybe having to drop some people off to have peace. It's going to cost you something. You want to lose that weight, it's going to cost you something. And it's more than just a piece of cake. It's going to cost you the hunger pains. It's going to cost you saying, is it really worth it? I've done it before. I'm just going to gain it all back and some more. It costs you something. Can you push? If you really want it, you can do it, guys. Whatever that thing is, if you want it bad enough, you will do it. All right? Is Aunt Vivian on here? Hey, Auntie Vivian, I hope you're feeling better. Fame cost. Peace costs. Healthy living costs. Healthy relationships cost. It's work. It costs you. Sometimes you will have to say you sorry. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said that. Can you forgive me? It cost your pride. It costs. We pay for what we want. You want that relationship back with your family member or with your mom or your dad, your brother, sister, cousin. It's going to cost you something. Are you willing to pay it? Those women were willing to pay because they had the bags to show it. What bags will you be carrying for what you've paid for? All right. All right. That's all. It's 6:15. My time is up. This week, your homework is, what are you willing to pay for? Write it down. What do you really, really want? Because if you really want it, you're willing to pay the price for it. And it doesn't matter how high that price is. You're willing to pay for it. You will do it. If you really want that relationship back with your child, it will cost you the time to pick up the phone and call them. Quit waiting for them to call you. Call them. Call your mama. Call your daddy. If you really want it. Right? If you really want to lose that weight, you really want that peace of mind, right? My bag is going to be light. All right. Ponder on, good. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. I want all of you that are watching. And I think if you've never shared this stream before, you need to share this with somebody because somebody needs this. What are you willing to pay for? It's going to cost you something. You pay for what you want. Nothing's free. You ain't going to get it for free. They can walk up to that man and say, oh, I like that $850 hat. Can you just give it to me? He'd have been looking at them like they was crazy. No. You really want it? You got to pay for it. You want to get out of debt? It's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you closing up your purse. Getting offline. Ooh, Jesus. Not buying those impulse, not making those impulse purchases. It's going to cost you something. Yeah. Feeling like you missed out. Oh, man. It was on sale. It was only this amount. It's going to cost you something, man. Are you willing to pay the price? All right. I love y'all. Remember, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please know that I love you. I believe in you. That's right, Crystal. Sacrifice. I believe in your dreams, but most importantly, I believe in your action. So I need you to get out there and I need you to do it. Okay. What are you willing to pay for? Because it's going to cost you something. All right. Nothing's free. And if you really want it, you will pay the price. I love you too, Simone. Love you too, Crystal. Love you, Granny. All right. Love you, Paula. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Share this stream. Okay. Thank you, Marquita. Share it. Somebody needs it. Somebody needs it. All right. I'm off here. I've gone over for 4 minutes. I've gone over. All right. I love you all. And this week, last week was gratitude. Hope you expressed gratitude. This week, what are you willing to pay for? Make the phone call. That's for somebody. I don't know who. Make the phone call. It's all right. You will be fine. And it will all work out. I promise you. Okay? I love you. And I will talk to you all later. Okay? Bye-bye.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and plate, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah.